Hello, welcome to Telling It Like It Is. Dave Scholler here, having fun here. Vikings Weekly, trying to get it done. Oh yeah, look at that. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Vikings Weekly here. We had a big win last week. Let's talk about the positives and the negatives. We don't play better than that. We're going 7-10 maybe this year. So we'll go over some good news. Chris Carter, by the way, boy does catch touchdowns here on a Thursday. Vikings pick up a win, 2-1. Very important. 2 wins in the division at home. So the pressure is really on the home team. They had to take advantage of it. So a 2-0 in the division, both wins at home. And you needed that because we lose that game now. You're in deep crap because it's a home loss in the NFC and in the division. So we've taken care of that business. But 2-1. The really good news, kids, is this is a game we typically lose. Bad news is Donatel makes no adjustments during the game, and I don't think O'Connell does either as we looking at it. Well, the last pass, it's about time we took a deep shot because we hadn't taken really any all day. But just some takeaways from the game and some problems. Missing a 56 and then trying a 57-yarder and twice, both times leaving in great field position when your defense was average at best. Not good strategy at that point. Come out, run the ball, three runs, first down. Then we throw it 3 times in a row, got to punt it away. I just don't understand the logic of the modern day coach where it has to be their way. No, it has to be a way that works. And I've been coaching 34 years, so I have the right to say that. It's what works. It doesn't have to be your way. It has to be the working way. And this is something that we see today with the smartest guy in the room. It's always going to be talking about crap. Everybody's got to prove the smartest guy in the room. No, your job is to win the damn game and manage it the way it needs to be managed at that moment. And that means ultimate inflexibility. And these guys don't have it. Other good news, maybe he'll grow into this job. Donatel with this vanilla, too deep shell coverage here, not happy at all. Never blitzing again. 3rd and 10s, 3rd and 8s, 2nd and 18s, letting up conversions on 2nd and 18s. It's just not good. The good news, like I said, we find a way to win the game. In the past, Vikings have lost this game. In the future, hopefully we can get a better defensive effort. Hopefully we can take care of the ball. Hopefully Cookie is healthy. Let's look at some numbers from last Sunday. Not Cousins' best performance. He has not been accurate this year, and I'm a Cousins supporter. 24-41. Not been accurate for him. He's much better than that on the accuracy. 2 TDs. We'll take that. Jared Goff came out and looked like Joe Montana for the first half of the game, and that's something that we've seen with Jalen Hurts as well. Big concern about that. We're just giving up too many passes to the middle. Their running game, Jamal Williams, 20 for 87. Again, we've given up the run way too much. It's been a problem for us, and I thought we'd get a great pass rush this year, and I thought our defense would be solid. It has been anything but. Dalvin with a great day. Madison with a great day. I tell you, if not for a coach, I thought coach should have punted us in up 3 because going up 6 doesn't really solve all the issues. I thought he should have punted us in. But he went for the field goal. He misses. We get the ball in the 44. We come down and we score. Great job. But at the same time, some of our decisions still from O'Connell, like I said. And he's calling the plays. Again, having tough time getting plays in on time, which is all him because he calls the plays. Again, 3 runs. We start this game off running the ball. Cook's running through him. Then we go 3 passes, kick it. You just can't do that. We got to make adjustments. 56-yarder, no good. And we try 57-yarder. Again, we're getting blitzed. Do we not have a slant for the blitz package? I mean, Jesus Christ. 3 weeks in a row now, teams are, you can see it. I mean, Cousins sees a blitz, and all we do is take it one possession, one string of downs. We threw it deep 3 times. Now, we hadn't taken our shots, and I know you want to definitely take a deep shot when the team's lining up to blitz, but three plays in a row, we're just going to chuck it deep and give up. How about a slant? A slant's just as effective. You get a guy in a mismatch, get one breaking tackle is all it needs. One broken tackle is all it needs. And the Vikings, they just got to understand this. And again, O'Connell's supposed to be some offensive mind, so I just don't have any patience for it. Your one job is to take care of your football team. I would love to just coach all week and not have to worry about teaching or anything else. Thing is, get a guy in a slant. You got Jefferson there. You got Thielen there. Thielen's one of the best route runners. Jefferson's probably the best receiver in football, if not one of the best. You could definitely isolate one of those guys. It's not a problem. Or isolate Cook on somebody. Do something. But again, just to take it and throw it. And I know you got to take your shots versus the blitz, but a slant works too. And again, we just kept taking shots down the right sideline with no angles. and no hope. And it's just really stupid. So the Vikings very fortunate to be 2-1. We had no business winning that game. You could tell the Lions are better under Campbell, but he did make a bonehead play. I would have kicked us in. I said it before it happened. Wide receiver KJ Osborne, great game, 5 for 73. Big touchdown late, obviously. Adam Thielen, 6 for 61. Irv, 2 for 32. Elfson, Jefferson, 3 catches for 14 yards. Wait, as long as we're not forcing the ball to him, I can live with that. I would like to have seen Cook get a little bit more involved. Ham has been good. For them, Hawkinson hurt us a little bit, and Brown, thank God he was a little banged up, and Reynolds was, good for them also. We did have a fumble lost by Cookie there. Every time he gets hurt, he fumbles. Tackles again, Hicks 14 total, 10 solo again. Kendricks had great plays and coverages, 2 pass defendeds. Patrick Peterson looks good. We did not have a great pass rush. We had no sacks on the week. It's just not good. QB hits, only had 2 QB hits, and DJ Wanham had both of those. Not good pass pressure. Danielle Hunter, and he's missed 2 seasons, but Jesus Christ, he should be plenty fresh after sitting there for 2 years, collecting a paycheck. And we're not blitzing again. We're being very vanilla with our coverage. Tomlinson, obviously not a get to the quarterback kind of guy. Phillips, Bullard, Bynum there. Nobody's getting a sack here. Dancer looks pretty good. Kendrick's not getting there either. We just got to pick up this pass rush. Darius Smith, I expected a little bit of a pass rush. He did get 2 tackles for a loss. Pass rush has to improve. Right now, we've been a good pass rush team for many years, and right now we just are not. It is not good. By the same token, our offensive line has been very good. We've had some of the highest grades so far as the offensive line, so I cannot complain about that. We kept Hutchinson out of the backfield. We did give up a sack to Anzalone, but I think the Vikings offensive line has been good. Our defensive line has been the problem. I thought it would be a little bit flip-flopped, but I'm happy to have a good offensive line, obviously. Running the ball, like I said, Cookie looked great. Defensively, again, we had a good game plan at some parts last year, but right now we're just very vanilla in our game plan. I'm a little concerned about it. Very concerned about it. We pause there for a little doggy barking. We don't edit. We've never edited a simple episode. We're not doing that. We're keeping it telling like it is. That's why we don't edit ever. So doggy's downstairs barking. No big deal. But the Vikes, again, vanilla game plan. We got to fix this. It's a big problem. This week we got the Saints in London, obviously. Should be interesting. Let's see what the Saints injury report looks like here. Kamara, obviously, light practice today. Rib injuries. Traquan Smith, had a full practice today, had a concussion at wide receiver. Taysom Hill, who's going to play some quarterback. It looks like Jameis is not going to be healthy with all his broken bones in his back. He had a light practice. Ryan Ramczyk, offensive tackle, light practice. Jameis did not practice, neither did Michael Thomas, and Michael Thomas with a foot, Jameis with multiple back and ankle injuries. So we'll see, how that works out. Jarvis Landry, light practice. So the Saints, very formidable team, but if Jameis isn't going to play, we got to find a way to win this game. I know Andy Dalton's a capable backup and things of that nature, but we have to find a way to win this game against this team with a backup. I know it's in London, so who handles the travel better will be the key thing here as Rosie steps into the booth. Dalvin is going to play, it looks like. Full practice. Booth did not practice today, neither did Zarius Smith. So Harrison Smith had a full practice, so he should be back, which is good. Always had it's very good to have extra depth back there. Like to get Booth back here. We need some more depth back there. Ham had a full practice, so it looks like we're going to be okay with him. Kendricks with a full practice as well. So I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. And it's the Thursday's practices, and so we're hoping that moving forward we can maybe get lucky. We get Jameis and Michael Thomas both be out, but we'll see. But again, if we can get to 3-1 this week, a big conference game, that would be huge. If we could get to a good conference game as we look at the standings here. Let's check the standings in the NFL, and the Saints are a good football team. So we're going to check that right now. I believe they're in that 2-1 mode as well. So if the Saints are 1-2, so if we could take care of business with them, I think we'll be in good shape. But again, defense has got to be better. It's such a vanilla approach right now. It has to improve. Offense had its moments, but again, we're just trying to be too clever with the play calling. Got to get some quicker options off the blitz. We just can't throw it 60 yards down the field when we're getting a full house blitz. 3 or 4 times you could see Curry just knew it was coming. They're lining up like 6, 7 guys, and they're all leaning, and we're just taking it and throwing it long. And I understand you have to do that once in a while, but the coverage has to dictate that. Would love to see Jefferson on some kind of a slant or a quick hitch. maybe even a screen there. Our screen game has not been good since the Eagles shut it down last week. We've kind of given up on it. We've been a good screen team for a couple of years, but versus the Eagles, we were not a good screen team that night. They read the book, it looked like. But right now we're in good shape. 2-1, 2-0 in the division, which is always good. And it'd be good to get a Saints win here. If we can get up on the Saints here, you're really putting them 3 games behind you. And you're saying to yourself, well, how can you be thinking about this early? Because again, playoffs is extra teams in. So tiebreakers head to head. If you could get up on them by 2 games, then have a tiebreaker, that's a 3-game cushion. So be nice to find a way to take care of business here on Sunday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time here, as we go over to across the pond and play the Saints, who are definitely going to be tough. Tough. Taysom Hill not have the same size of his role this year. Is not as big as it's been in the past years. And Jameis, like we got to see. We got to see how Jameis does. Saints are on the negative side of 17. They've only scored about 16 points, 17 points a game right now, which is really low for them. Points allowed, obviously, a little bit more than that, giving up about 23 a game. So Saints have been in a tough spot. And like I said, the worst division of football. Bucks are already a game up, and the Bucks aren't even that good. But again, so the Vikes got to find a way to get this done. And if we could do that, I feel like we're going to have a good shot to get it done. And I'm telling like it is. That's what we're hoping for the Vikings. Again, it's on Spotify. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on iTunes, Apple iTunes. Give us a listen. And we'll be happy to have you on if you want to talk Viking football.